Hey y'all, hey. Get in here. Come on into the room. Y'all, I feel so good. I feel great. I feel lovely. Yes. I know that I haven't been here on YouTube in a minute. First of all, yes, I'm going live on both platforms, YouTube and Facebook. Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, y'all. I'll be so excited, you know what I'm saying, when I'm being, guided to come before you all and give you all a word of encouragement, word of empowerment, word of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, etc. Biblically, whatever. But let me tell y'all, so I put it like this in a nutshell. I'm just glad to be used, you know what I mean? I know that there are many people out there pointing fingers at me, judging me, you know what I'm saying, especially for my appearance, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, I am so glad when I can like overlook that, you know what I'm saying, overcome all that or whatever, like, whatever. So basically it's like, okay, God, it is what it is, whatever, but you use me anyway, you know what I'm saying? He uses me anyway. And it's like, so when it's time for me to come before y'all with a message or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, it's just so exciting. It's just so exciting, you know what I'm saying? I know that people will scroll past it. People don't want to hear it or whatever. But I mean, but it is what it is. Like they say, everything ain't for everybody. So that's just basically what it is. But I feel good because it's in my spirit, it's in my soul. So of course it starts there. It starts there. Thus is what bring me to the point of where I want to share. You understand? I'm just, God got so many great things going on in my life. Let me say something. Clap it up, y'all. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't, where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, I'm just gonna give y'all this. Initially, I just came here because I wanted to share this. Like, you see the caption or the title. Like I say, insurance is assurance. And let me tell y'all what I mean by that. And God definitely put that in my spirit, you know what I'm saying, in my soul. So I I have been seeing these commercials constantly about life insurance, It have been going on for, I'm going to say about a good 2 to 3 weeks, And I know I always look at the commercial like, yeah, I know I need to give me some life insurance. And I always say, well, I don't have any money right now. So if I hear, what do you call it? Like a policy, explanation of a policy or whatever, and I'm eager to jump on or I want it, whatever, I want to be able and be ready for it, you know what I mean? So I can, get it right then. So anyway, like I said, 3 weeks or whatever, the one passed. And so anyway, I would always see this one particular commercial, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call them." So today, I was able to do that, and I had the funds ready and all that stuff. So anyway, I called, and you know what I'm saying, Lord, oh God, I'm gonna share this. I wasn't planning to. Actually, I wasn't thinking about it. I'm gonna share this. The woman on the other end, she had to be sent by God because she was like an angel. She listened to me. She listened to my story. And it was just like how we connected a lot. And it's like, wow. So I felt like I was, sharing a testimony, okay? Anyway, long story short or whatever, the explanation of the coverage or whatever, I'm like, okay, when I'm gonna get that? And make a long story short again, I ended up going with that or whatever. So at the end of the call, she was letting me know, she like, well, here's your policy number, and this is that, and this is that. And I'm like, wait a minute. So when she asked me to say, you got questions for me? I said, okay, I want to make sure. I want to make sure that I'm hearing right. So you mean to tell me that my policy starts now? She said, yeah. Oh, yeah, Miss Jackson, you're covered. Ha! She said, Miss Jackson, you're covered. I said, no more sorry, Miss Jackson. Oh, y'all just don't know. It's like, I didn't shout verbally, but I shouted in my spirit because I'm like, I'm covered. I'm covered. Now, y'all already know. Y'all that know me, y'all know what's coming next, okay? So, First of all, I would always be worried that this is out of the blue. No pun intended. But God had me to think about the situation like most of y'all know me or whatever. I just lost my two brothers. I just lost two brothers. And we didn't have money to properly put them away. It wasn't no burial. They both were cremated, but and actually, I think that's the better route because those who remain will still have their remains. Look at God. I didn't even, you know what I mean? My mind wasn't there. But those who remain will still have your remains, your ashes and all that stuff or whatever. So I think that's a better route anyway. But anyway, we didn't have monies to give them a proper service and all that stuff or whatever. And it, saying you will have to go to like trying to raise money, asking for things or whatever. So anyway, God had me to think about that. And it's like, well, of course, I don't want to leave here, you know what I mean? But I'm not in control of that. But God, I want to be prepared, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, he made it a way where I get the insurance. So that would always be on my mind or whatever. And it's like, I want to leave something behind for, my grandchildren, whatever. But anyway, again, like I said, I get the policy, whatever. So basically, in a nutshell, it's like I say, okay, you covered. But he wanted me to come to y'all and let y'all know that insurance is assurance. And that ain't necessarily just saying y'all go out and get y'all a policy. Go out and, get life insurance and all this stuff or whatever. But insurance, you insure yourself with the word. You insure yourself with, good behavior. You insure yourself with being positive, with being good to other people, encouraging other people. That is insurance. That is basically spiritual insurance, emotional insurance, mental insurance. However, you get what I'm saying? If you walking out of the door outside of your home and you're going to run an errand or do whatever, anything can happen to you. You could be hit by a car. You could be, God forbid, in certain areas where they do a lot of, you could be down, So you're not covered. You don't have that. But you can cover yourself in other ways, And it's like when she said that I was covered, I was so happy and so joyous. But God took that and he said, paint another picture for you. So therefore, you let these people know, yes, get your cover. You're covered. If you're worrying about something, don't worry about it. Don't keep on stressing yourself over that thing, whatever it is, I know there's some people, I know even myself included, sometimes I'm up at night, insomnia, worried about this, worried about that. And it's like, which I be having insomnia for being excited about certain things too. But anyway, if it's about worrying, if it's about, if it's anything just negative or whatever, the negative thing that's on your spirit, on your mind, where the enemy is, attacking you, warring with you, just beating you up or whatever. No. Your insurance is trusted in God. Your insurance is putting it in God's hand. Praying to God, say, you know what? I give this to you. This is not my battle. I cannot fight it. This load is too heavy for me. God, I trust in you. God, I give it to you because God said that he will, carry your heavy burdens, your loads, he said, cast it on him. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we have to do. And when we do that, that's our assurance. Y'all make sure y'all hearing me right. Assurance to let us know that it is okay. It is going to be okay. You understand? And I know I say it all the time, everybody don't have the same level of faith, same amount of faith. Everybody not believers, you know what I mean? But trust me, I just heard God say, if there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to start off, you know what I'm saying, pastoring a church first of all, I don't think nobody started out that way unless there was something that was like, because you know, back in the Bible days, you know, it didn't go by well, I'm gonna go through spiritual teaching and spiritual healing or whatever. I mean, you could have a devil like I can't think of any story in particular, but back in back in the day, their custom were to pass it on to the next generation. Oh, that's my son. Okay, my son gonna come along and he gonna get that. So it's sort of like, if you will, passing the torch. Or I'm passing this torch. It don't matter if you down in the front of the house of God, sleeping with this, sleeping with that. I'm thinking about the story of Eli, when his two sons were going with the women who were at the what do they call it? Not the congregation, the sanctuary, but basically, you know what I'm saying, you messing around with these women or whatever. You making whores out of them while they're there trying to serve God. You understand? So you can have somebody that's like not into, you know, trusting God and living by God's word or doing the right thing by people or being positive, you know what I'm saying? Just standing in line and say, okay, well, that's my daddy. I'm going to give what belongs to my daddy. So now you sitting on the throne and you full of all hell. You understand what I'm saying? That was their custom back then. But see, today we have a different custom. We have a custom that says, okay, we can be right, you know what I'm saying, if we so choose, you know what I mean? So we have, you know, we have Jesus. We have the blood. We can get the anointing. If we have their heart, you know what I'm saying, we have that mindset, we can do better. We can be better. And, you know what I'm saying, treat each other better. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, no, everyone is definitely not perfect. Everyone is not a saint. Everyone is not on the same accord. Everyone don't have the same belief. It's not their way. But, you know, it's like you have a choice. You can do better. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just keep to yourself or whatever. But you're not causing somebody else no mischief, no strife, no heartache, no bad. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm getting off. I'm going off. Y'all excuse me, because y'all know I tend to do that. But forgive me. But yes, insurance. Insure yourself with positivity, with love, with kindness, you know what I'm saying? With the word of God first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Insure yourself. And there is assurance to assure that you will be okay. Everything will be okay. You just have to trust, you know what I'm saying? I know sometimes it's hard, you know what I'm saying? But some of us get in relationships and we trust our mate more than we trust God. We trust our alarm clocks to wake us up more than we trust and believe that it's God that's waking us up. We trust that our car will start up and take us to from point A to point B to Z or whatever. Not thinking, oh, well, what if I ain't got no gas? What if my muffler, you know what I'm saying, then drop? What if my engine has blown? What if ain't no oil in there? And what if that, you know what I'm saying? That, whatever. But we trust in things and other people, you know what I'm saying, and matters more than we trust God. But God is our assurance. God is our insurance. Trust in him. Let's trust in him. Let's do that. Let's do that. You know, I don't know who I'm talking to, but hey, God said those that have ears, let them hear. You understand what I'm saying? You listen. I don't ever try to make like I'm a saint, I'm perfect, I got all the answers, I'm better than anybody else, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like you. I'm no more than you. I'm in the sight of God. And however God looks at me and whatever God think of me, then that is just what I am. But I don't put myself above nobody else. I don't say that, oh, I'm too good for this. Now, I may carry myself in a certain way because that's what works for me. Don't judge me because I'm carrying myself in a way that is not the way that you carry yourself. You know, my mind is always jumping or whatever. And what I just picture how I would go, like going out of my building or whatever. And I see the other residents, you know what I'm saying, you know, around. It's funny, y'all. It's funny because I see the other residents, and you're not in a huddle, like football players or nothing, but saying they all in the lobby or whatever, and they hanging out, and saying they up there gossiping. Come on now, gossiping about probably any and everybody, But when I get up there, everything be just as quiet. It's like, I'll be like, damn, am I in a room full of dead people? What? And I just be doing my little thing or whatever, scrolling on my phone or whatever. But I be cracking up inside. Cause I be like, I just got off this elevator and I heard them in here talking. But I go the other way. I probably go check my mailbox or whatever. Then I come back and I sit down in the midst of all of them. Or maybe I don't check my mail, but I come out and I sit down, waiting on my ride or something, because I don't be out there or be up there hanging out with them or whatever, because I already know this is going to disturb my spirit. I don't sit around and be gossiping about people or whatever, being judgmental. I can't do that. But I sense when I'm coming or going, I can sense that once I'm out of their view, then they're talking about me too. And that talking, gossiping, whatever, consists of them claiming that I think I'm too good. I sense that. I know that. I know that that's how they feel. Because, I don't hang around. Oh, you think you too good to hang around with us? Yeah, I'm better than that because I can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? There will be judgment called upon my life, called upon my soul, called upon me. I cannot carry myself the same way that you do. But why be judgmental of me about that? It is what it is. But like I said, I feel that. I sense that. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm just going to keep on. I socialize, hand back, and I keep on going. See, you ain't finna know much about me because I don't have time for that. Then that's a whole nother message or whatever. I'm not going to go down that lane or that route. But it's like, nah. Okay, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And, whether you know my name, whether I know your name, and maybe it's not meant to be, but just know this. I'm not going to involve myself in no foolishness. I'm just not. But now I was laughing because, like I said, I see them. No, I was laughing because of that, what I said. It's like I hear them talking, but once I, get in and listen and sit down or whatever, like, everybody just, so do you imagine, like the other day, I was waiting on my ride to go to the clinic or whatever. And my ride was like maybe up to 10 minutes late. So I got to sit up there for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, I'm scrolling on my phone. And, there's no other word. There's not a peep. If I'm saying it right, a peep. The sound or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself like, oh my do I have that power? No, I didn't look at it like I have no power, but I'm like I said, you don't want to gossip in front of me, but I know you're doing it. I know you're messy. I already know it. So the one guy was playing his music, and that was the only other sound that, that was in the room other than me, looking at my videos and laughing or whatever, But I'm thinking to myself like, now all y'all sitting up here and ain't none of y'all talking. Come on. And that was funny. It was so funny. I know that I got off topic or whatever, but let me come back. Let me bring it back. So again, like I say, your insurance is your assurance, you know what I mean? And however that may be, however you have to do it or whatever, because let me tell you something. God don't, hold either of us accountable for what the next person do, unless we influence that person. Unless I say, here, take this weed and smoke it. Take this cigarette and smoke it. Take that drink and drink it. Here. Do this, do that. Unless I cause you to sin, unless I, introduce the sin to you, then yeah, your blood or your sin or whatever is on my hand. Then yes, I'm responsible. So yeah, he will hold me accountable for it. But what I'm saying is that, you can't do it the way I do it. You can't do it, or I'm not gonna say you can't, but I'm gonna advise you. Don't do it because I do it. Don't try to say the words that I say. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because you heard me saying this and you see me do it like this. Oh my God. God just keep on doing, Okay, I got to give y'all this. I was watching, who was I watching? Who was I watching? Maybe it was Latoya Okia. Those of y'all here on YouTube, y'all may be familiar. But maybe it was Latoya Okia. And she was I think we was in Exodus, and she was talking about the story of with Moses parting the Red Sea. Not Moses parting the Red Sea, God parting the Red Sea. However, Moses was the instrument, okay? So God told Moses to hold his hand up, and you know what I'm saying? So God blew on the waters with the east wind and parted the Red Sea, etc. Y'all know the story. If not, y'all go and read it. Exodus, I think it's 14. So, anyway, you know, you got, I want to say the right word, copycats. You know what I mean? I was going to say haters, but copycats, you know what I'm saying? And they figure, oh, well, I can get that same blessing. All I got to do is what she did. All I got to do is say what she said. All I got to do, oh, yeah. No, it ain't that. Because God is, got me all over. Excuse me, like this, like God, like it says, God don't look at the outer appearance, God looks at the heart. It has everything to do with what your heart is doing, how your heart is acting, what's going on inside. So just because I hold up my hand, it's not the power in my hand, it's the power that's in my heart. It's what's going on inside. That's the relationship, that's building a relationship. That's the relationship that me and God got. That's the connection. That's what God is working through, okay? It don't really have nothing to do with my hand. But then you'll have those onlookers. You'll have those copycats. You'll have those people, oh, well, I can do it too. All I got to do is hold up my hand. So Latoya was saying, like, okay, they'll try to do what you do or what you did. They'll try to mimic you. So they'll say to themselves, all I got to do is hold up my hand. It ain't that. You got to have your own personal relationship with God. You can't do what I do. You can't stand and hold up your hand just because you see me hold up my hand. It ain't me holding up my hand. It's the faith that's activating me holding up my hand, because God said do it like this. So I'm believing if I do it like this, then that's what's going to happen. That's has you get what I'm trying to say. Y'all get what I'm saying. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Like my boy Reno say. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, let's move on. But yeah, people, stop trying to mimic each other. Stop trying to play and try to do it like the next person. All because you see, that's what they call trend. You know what I'm saying? It's trending. Oh, it's popular because such and such did this, then I'm going to do this. Oh, Kanye West wearing Versace, Kanye West wearing Gucci. Oh, I'm going to wear Gucci too. So yeah. Kanye West, 200 pounds. You, 550 pounds. You think his Gucci going to look the same way on you? No. Stop that foolishness, y'all. Anyway, y'all. I'm excited. I'm waiting until the sun come back up or whatever so I can go out. I'm supposed to be running errands. I'm supposed to have been up out of here, you know what I'm saying? But I got to doing some other things around the house or whatever. Then I got this word. And it's like, okay, well, we already know, like I always say, before you do what you want to do, what you got planned, don't do you first. Don't ever put yourself before God. Do what God wants you to do first. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, making a video, getting out a message, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Read your word, pray, do whatever. Do what God wants you to do first. And I'm trying to tell you from experience, that's the best. That's the best move. You understand what I'm saying? That's the best move. So I ain't mad about it. And if I don't make it out of here today, it's fine. It's fine. I'm all good. But that insurance gave me my assurance, okay? I'm covered. So let me tell you something. I'm just glad to be able to, like I said, be in comfort. Like I said, I don't anticipate leaving this world. But again, I'm not in control of that. You know what I'm saying? But God say, okay, rest yourself. Rest your mind. Be at ease. You'll be okay. Hey, cuz. But yeah, it is what it is. But I just wanted y'all to get that. God said your insurance is your assurance, okay? Y'all watch the video back if y'all need to or whatever. But I want y'all to get that down in y'all spirit and just know it's gonna be okay, okay? Anyway, y'all, I don't have much more other than me constantly and getting excited. I can't help it. I can't help it. Clap, 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 clap. Y'all already know. Boots on the ground. I ain't putting on no boots. I'm putting on gym shoes. Hold on. I'm trying to finish up my coffee before it get too cold. You know what? I drink iced coffee too. However, I was just in the mood for some hot coffee, some warm coffee, whatever. Hey, baby. But anyway, I'm finna get off of here. I don't really have much. Like I said, I'm almost ready. I just got to put on my shoes. But yeah, y'all don't forget. Your insurance is your assurance, okay? Let God do it, all right? This your girl, Pretty Baby. And as y'all see, once again, I always say it, you know what I'm saying? I don't ask for anything. I'm not mocking, or I'm not mocking, Lord. I don't judge anybody else for doing that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I hear people say, if you're led to, then donate this and that, whatever. I don't ask for anything, because this don't cost me anything. You understand what I'm saying? God make it to where I can pay my phone bill each month. He makes it to where that I have shelter, I have electricity, I have all these things. So I don't have to pay no overhead. I don't have to do any of that stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And however, if he want to bless me with a car, then he'll make a way. If he want to bless me with anything else, whatever, he gonna make a way. But I'm not asking for anything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you know what I'm saying, judging anybody else that do. But anyway, it's all free. It's all free. I love you, okay? I love all y'all, right? Y'all be blessed, okay? We covered. We covered.